Hello, folks. This story was sent to me by a subscriber and is intended for educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. 75 mg DM2. When the elevator became a cosmic elevator and I couldn't get off, I decided to experiment with 75 mg of DMT, expecting the usual rapid transit through kaleidoscopic realms. But what unfolded was anything but typical. The setting was mundane. A rundown office building where I had to pick up some paperwork. Bored and feeling rebellious, I took the dose right before stepping into the ancient elevator, which looked like it hadn't moved since the 80s. Little did I know that this would be no ordinary ride. As the doors slid shut with a metallic groan, the walls began to ripple, almost like the elevator was melting. Suddenly, the hum of the machinery morphed into a deep cosmic vibration that resonated in my chest. The fluorescent lights flickered erratically, casting shadows that danced like tiny alien figures performing a ritual. I tried to press the button for my floor, but the panel responded with a glowing star map instead of numbers. The elevator started moving. Up, down, sideways. I had no idea. The buttons transformed into swirling galaxies, and the floor beneath my feet shifted into a nebula of pulsating colors. I was trapped in what I could only describe as a cosmic elevator traveling through dimensions. Each ding of the elevator was a warp jump, and with every jump, I was greeted by bizarre, yet oddly friendly interdimensional beings. One of these entities was a floating, jellyfish-like creature with eyes all over its translucent body. It communicated not with words, but by sending waves of emotion directly into my mind. Curiosity, joy, a weird sense of nostalgia for places I'd never been. Another being resembled a walking teapot, steam curling whimsically, as it offered me what I assumed was intergalactic tea. I accepted, even though I had no idea how to drink it, and it tasted like a mix of mint and static electricity. Meanwhile, the elevator's walls were no longer walls, but scenes from my life, replaying in rapid succession. Little twists. In one scene, my childhood dog was suddenly a giant talking cactus, giving me life advice. In another, my high school math teacher morphed into a disco ball, spinning slowly and reflecting snippets of forgotten dreams. The absurdity was both hilarious and unsettling, making me laugh uncontrollably while questioning reality. Suddenly, the elevator stopped with a thud that echoed like a drum roll. The doors opened to reveal not my office floor, but a surreal waiting room filled with other travelers. Some human, some not. They all wore mismatched shoes and looked equally bewildered. One man had a hat made entirely of clocks, which ticked backward. A woman with butterfly wings offered me a clipboard for existential forms. I tried to sign something, but realized my pen was actually a tiny electric eel. The interdimensional receptionist, a cheerful octopus in a suit, explained telepathically that this was the lobby of Lost Journeys, a place where souls paused to figure out their next adventure. Apparently, my earthly paperwork was irrelevant here, and I was free to choose my next destination. I considered a beach vacation dimension, but then a neon llama beckoned me toward a portal labeled Dance Floor of Infinite Possibilities. I couldn't resist. Entering the dance floor, my body moved effortlessly to a beat that felt both ancient and futuristic. The walls dissolved into a kaleidoscope of shapes that pulsed with the rhythm. Fellow dancers ranged from humanoid robots to sentient blobs of color. Although, at one point, I found myself doing a conga line with a sentient disco ball and a singing toaster, their harmonies oddly soothing. After what felt like both an eternity and a blink, the elevator summoned me back. I stepped through a shimmering doorway and suddenly felt gravity again, the elevator car settling back into its rusty, familiar frame. The door slid open at my floor, just as if nothing had happened, but my heart was still racing from the cosmic party. As I stepped out, I noticed the building's janitor giving me a curious look. I smiled, knowing no words could convey the wild journey I'd just taken. The elevator, once just a boring mode of transport, had become a portal to the weirdest, funniest, and most mind-bending dance party in the universe. And the best part, no hangover, just a lingering grin and the occasional urge to boogie in my office cubicle.